In 5 years, maybe less, you might not have a job. Not because you're not good enough. Not because you didn't work hard. Because you're human. So let me ask you something. If your job disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? If your skills stopped mattering, who would you become? If intelligence became free, what would you still be worth? And here's the worst question. What can you do that a machine can't? Think carefully, because most people answer too fast, and they answer with comfort. While you were scrolling, AI was learning. Faster than you, cheaper than you, and without asking permission. And the scary part? It didn't arrive like a revolution. It arrived like an update. Quietly. Repeatedly. Every week. Writing? AI does it faster. Design? AI does it cheaper. Customer support? AI does it 24/7. Legal research? Automated. Coding? Half your work is now autocomplete. And the other half is being replaced by tools that never get tired. Even therapy. Millions of people are already opening up to AI before they open up to another human. So I'll ask again, what can you do that a machine can't? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't the future. This is now. Right now. If your job lives on a screen, you're competing with something that doesn't sleep, something that doesn't complain, something that improves while you rest. And if you think your job is safe because it requires a human touch, look closer. People don't need machines to be human. They only need machines to be good enough. That's how replacement happens. Not with perfection, with convenience, with cost, with speed. And once good enough becomes cheap, humans become expensive. So here's the real question. If AI can do almost everything we can do, faster, cheaper, and at scale, why do humans still exist in the economy at all? What is the one thing, the last thing, that keeps us relevant? Most people answer with comfort, creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence. Those aren't lies. They're just not enough anymore. Because AI is moving into those spaces too. It writes, it designs, it composes, it persuades, it comforts, it even mimics empathy. And once it gets close, most people stop caring about the difference. So what's left? There is something. One advantage. One place humans still win. And the terrifying part? Most of us are destroying it every single day, without realizing it. We're training ourselves to think like machines, while machines are learning to act like us. We are becoming predictable, standardized, measurable, easy to replace. And the machine? It's becoming creative, emotional, social, and infinitely scalable. So here it is. The last human advantage is this: embodied intelligence in chaos. It sounds abstract, but you use it daily. When you walk through a crowd without thinking, when you sense tension in a room, when something feels wrong before you can explain why, when you adjust your grip on something because it feels slightly off, when you catch something falling without planning it, when you make a decision with incomplete information and you're still right. AI can beat you at chess, but it struggles with a messy living room, a cluttered kitchen, a real street, a real day. It can generate a perfect symphony, but it can't tell when someone is lying just by how they sit. It can analyze data. It can scan images. It can predict outcomes. But humans still notice danger before machines even react. A nurse walks into a room and senses something is wrong. Not because a machine beeped, not because numbers changed, but because the air feels different. The face looks different. The breathing sounds different. That's not data. That's lived intelligence. Why can humans do that? Because humans have bodies. Bodies trained by gravity, by friction, by mistakes, by real-world unpredictability. AI has data. Humans have experience, physical experience, improvised experience, embodied experience. And the real world is messy. It doesn't come labeled. It doesn't repeat itself the same way twice. In the real world, every situation is slightly different. Every object has weight, texture, resistance, a history. A toddler can navigate chaos better than a million-dollar robot. That's not intelligence. That's embodied survival. But here's the scary part. We're abandoning this advantage. We spend our lives in predictable digital spaces, exactly where machines thrive. We spend 8 hours a day inside rectangles, screens, spreadsheets, emails, meetings, tabs, notifications. We spend our attention in environments that look like what computers understand. Then we wonder why computers replace us. We sit more, move less, improvise less, risk less, touch less, feel less. We reduce our lives to inputs and outputs. And then we act shocked when the machine becomes better at input and output. They're not catching up. We're hollowing ourselves out. If we keep going like this, screen-based jobs don't just disappear. They collapse in value. The jobs that remain pay less because you're competing with free intelligence. And the people who never built real-world intuition, never learned to read rooms, never developed hands-on skill, never developed physical confidence, they don't just lose jobs. They lose leverage. They become slower, more expensive versions of the tools that replace them. And what happens when a society has millions of people with no leverage? It gets unstable. It gets angry. It gets desperate. Because this isn't just about jobs. It's about meaning, identity, status, survival. When your work disappears, you don't just lose money. You lose structure. You lose certainty. You lose purpose. So what do? Do you fight AI by trying to be better at computer tasks? Better at typing? Better at answering emails? Better at following process? That's like trying to outrun a car. Human value isn't disappearing. It's relocating. Away from screens. Back into the physical world. Back into reality. Back into chaos. The plumber who diagnoses a problem by sound. The nurse who notices danger before alarms. The teacher who reads a room instantly. The therapist who hears what isn't being said. The chef who saves a dish that's going wrong. The mechanic who feels a problem before it becomes a breakdown. Jobs where you have to be there. In your body. In real space. With real consequences. Because the physical world is not clean. It's not predictable. It's not standardized. And that's where humans still have power. These skills take years. Years. And you don't build them when you're desperate. The AI revolution isn't coming. It's already here. And every day you spend becoming more like a computer is a day you become easier to replace. So here's the final question. When intelligence becomes cheap, what exactly remains human? And if the world no longer needs you to think, what will it need you for? Sit with that. This channel exists to explore what humans become when machines can think. Subscribe to AfterHuman if you want to stay aware before this becomes normal. Because most people won't see it until it's too late.